Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. All the hellos and all of the trigger warnings. I keep it real, as they say here. If I get a heavy message, I'm gonna say it, and there will always be triggers. It could be the subject, it could be the situation, whatever it may be, right? So that said, please know that my intention is always first and foremost, to bring clarity and truth to anyone who watches my videos, in the hopes that you can heal whatever you need to heal so that you can move on to bigger and better things in life, like all of your dreams, the things you really want, right? So that said, today's video is fire signs. And if you're new and you're from TikTok, hello, welcome. You're in for a treat. You guys hijacked my playtime this morning because I wanted to just mess around and probably end up getting stuck in a loop. So I guess thank you for messing up my playtime so that I didn't get stuck in an internet loop this morning, and instead I'm working on time, on schedule. Fire signs, these ifs, there's something about these ifs that are holding you back. So I want to ask specifically how they're holding you back and what is holding you back. And I'm not going to say what I channeled here yet, just because I want to see for myself what comes out as well. So I feel like, you're not doing things that just don't, like, if something feels off, there's literally, I'm seeing like a mule that just sits down, or a camel, and they've just like had it and they're just not going to move anywhere, right? And it's because of, so I guess they're beast of burden, so they're overburdened and they need a break. So maybe you are currently overburdened and you need a break. Eagles could be significant. I've been getting eagles for over a week, but I haven't been called to say anything about it until now. So eagles. You could be seeing them, or you will be seeing them. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I always set my intention also, for those of you who are new, for my videos to be for the next 7 to 10 days from whenever you watch it. So yeah. And if any lunar or astrological anything comes up, just look at when the next closest one to you is, or maybe it was the one that just recently passed, or maybe you're going through the exact thing I'm talking about right now. You never know what part of the reading is going to resonate, so just go with the flow and enjoy the show. Okay, so I'm being drawn to the sign, the sign. Yeah, the signs. Okay, oh, right. You're getting a lot of signs that's showing you these ifs, but for whatever reason, you keep stopping at the ifs. Angelic help. And that other card, the one, oh man, I should have pulled it out. That's what she said. Again, I said trigger warning. Listen, we're all grown here. My channel is set to 18 plus. If you're under 18 and you're here, baby. Just wait a few more years, okay? Then we can hang out. Where'd that freaking card go? Oh, that was a good... There it is! Yeah! Winner, chicken dinner! Okay, anyways. Feels like winning the lottery when that happens, doesn't it? I don't know. I've never won the lottery. I couldn't tell you. But whatever. That's what I guess it would feel like. The Eagle King, the big picture, and angelic help. Remember, because what stood out at first was just the eagle, but also the angelic help, and I didn't say anything about it. And then this card comes out, and it literally, the first thing that's just the descriptor for this card says angelic help. And there's an angel and a dove, so there's something about peace. Peace, freedom, and peace. I just got Free Your Mind and the Rest Will Follow, a song from En Vogue. It's an older song. Yeah, whatever. I'm dating myself. I don't care. Okay, you're being asked to give gratitude at this time for the unseen help that you are receiving that is going to show you the way. And you need to really believe this. Really feel into your heart and into your gut and battle against whatever you need to battle that's trying to make you think otherwise, okay? And I feel like that's where some of these ifs are going to come up at. Thank you. Oh, fire babies. I feel like this is something you're admitting to yourself. There's something about mermaids or sirens, or like siren energy, siren vibes. But it's helping show you a cycle. Whatever this siren energy is, it's helping to show you where you're stuck in a loop. And you know, one thing I did get was 2 circles, right? Literally just a drawn circle, like, you know, hollow. And they come together partially, right? But then they separated. And then they came together again, but this time it wasn't 2 circles, it became a cylinder. So they formed a new shape. The 2 circles created a new shape together. It was really weird. But I hope that resonates for somebody because it feels important. If it did, let me know down below. That would be kind of a cool confirmation for me, you know? Let's see. This one again, I felt I needed to split it, and it was the one that I saw on the split a second ago. You are very lucky right now, fire signs. I'm getting like 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th chances right now, but you need to start paying attention because the ifs are holding you back. You need to snap yourself out of it, whatever it is. Denial. It's denial. Even if that's what it is, be grateful for that, right? Be grateful for that because now you can get past it. Now you know what it is. Now you know why you've been feeling so frustrated or like you feel like you don't know this or don't know that. Like, because there is a very heavy energy on you right now. It's just like, it's very draining. It is very draining and very like it saps the motivation and the excitement right out of things. And I'm so sorry if you're feeling that way right now. Another thing, I guess I should have said this at the beginning as well. When I do my readings, if you're new, and I don't say this often, so I guess I really should start saying it in more videos. And yeah, that's a message for me because now my freaking nose is itching. Thank you. In my readings, I do energy healing. I do not want to label it. There are many different types of labels you could slap on energy healing. But if you really want to get to the root of it, just look up what energy healing really is. Okay? I don't want to label it. So there's something you don't want to put a label on here. And for some of you, I am getting some pretty heavy vibes. Like for some of you, you don't want to admit you're wrong. No, for all of you, but it's in the way that you don't want to admit because it's something that literally only you have control over. Okay, so this, yeah, you know what it is. I'm not going to point it out. Nobody needs to point it out. I don't feel like anybody else needs to call you out because I feel like people are already talking. Which one? This one. Thank you. The chess queen, strategizing, trust. Like, yeah, you already know this. You already know this. It's the ifs that are holding you back. And the ifs are going to be different for each of you because, like, say whatever's holding you back is that you think you got to be a certain way to do a certain thing. Well, that's not true. I mean, just all you've got to do is go get on the internet for an hour. Not even. Fuck. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, I curse on this channel. I gave you all the warnings in the beginning. I'm not going to apologize for being me. It's part of who I am. Anyways. No, come back to me. This strategizing that you're doing, it's like it's like you're the cowboy, but like you're wrangling yourself in, you know, like the lasso is, it's like you're throwing it onto yourself and you're like pulling yourself in. I'm not exactly sure how. So, okay. So basically your higher self, whatever. Oh, my ears feel hot right here. What is this? Oh, that feels weird. There's something you don't want to hear. Thank you. I think it's going to piss you off. It's going to trigger you. I'm sorry, fire babies. At least you have this warning. My readings are always set for the next 7 to 10 days, okay? So please accept this healing. That's what I was trying to get at. It doesn't matter what label you want to put on it. I really don't care. Labels don't matter. I don't fucking judge. And people might not believe that, but I don't. Your choices are your choices. Are you hurting anyone? Do you have bad intentions? Do you have malicious intentions? Are your intentions pure, right? That's all I care about. And if you're here and you're drawn to my channel, chances are you're somebody who you really do want to be a better person. You really do want to have a better life. You really do want to accomplish great and wondrous things, right? You want to go on a grand journey while you're here. And you know that in the process of that, you're going to have to accept the highs and lows. And you're going to have to accept that sometimes things don't go the way you want. And you have to hear things that you don't want to hear, right? And it's going to piss you off because it's coming from somebody you don't want to hear it from. I'm being drawn to the siren. Yeah, it's like you're very pulled in to the direction where this revelation comes from. But, and you know, like the siren, if you look at what is written, right? What is written, it says that sirens lure sailors with their call, and it was like so mesmerizing that they were stopped in their tracks, right? And they couldn't think of doing anything else but going in that direction, even though it was like where all the jagged rocks were, and the ship would wreck. And then when the ship would wreck and there was no more like whatever, that's when the faces or whatever would shift, because the siren's song would cease, right? So the mask would come off and they could see them as they truly were. And they could see what their environment truly looked like, because the way that it worked is it was like a hallucination, you know? Now I'm getting that song, Hallucinations. It's an EDM song. It's where it says we're all just hallucinations. So you could believe in the like holographic universe theory, or there's something about that. I don't know too much about that, honestly. So I really literally cannot like say anything about that. Give me some more for the fire signs. Reflection and non-judgment. Okay. Don't judge yourselves, fire signs. Okay. It's okay. If somebody calls you out on something, let them call you out. Don't react to that. Allow yourself the time and grace needed to think about it, right? If you need to just quietly just walk away from somebody and then come back a month, 2 months, 6 months later, and then talk to them again, then you do that. I've done it before. I did it to my own mother. And it was the worst 6 months of my life, let me tell you. But it was because I was at a point where I had spoken my truth entirely, been completely 100% raw, and it was not being reciprocated. Do you understand? Like, and I was accepting of everything from her end, you know? But I had put boundaries and was like, listen, but we can't fight about this anymore. I don't want to fight with you about this anymore. We just need to agree to disagree. You know, I was okay with that. I was okay. I was like, I don't care. I love you. I love you more than that. More than that issue. I don't care about that. And so when we talked, of course, that conversation was just everybody crying for like 2 hours. We were on the phone for like, I don't know, half the day that day. And it was really nice though, because, you know, everyone was then very honest. Okay, so you could be in a period of separation from somebody at this time. And I feel that this could be somebody that you didn't listen to what they said to you. It's like their lips were moving, but you were hearing it, right? But you weren't really absorbing what they were saying to you because you were too busy up in here, like writing your own story at the same time. Like basically what that ends up doing, because you're not being present, what that ends up doing is it ends up throwing you off course. I've been getting a lot of sailor references, lady. Sailor lady. Are you a lady of the sea? That would be so cool. Me too. But I choose the mermaid form, not the boat form. I want to be able to breathe underwater and survive all the craziness. Thalassophobia, right? And yet great admiration and respect. So, okay, this could be somebody that you admire and respect as well. Surrender to change. Phoenix card at the bottom. I always feel like the Phoenix would have kind of like the vibe of an eagle, if you've ever watched an eagle's behavior. I just imagine that as like a flaming phoenix. So you see what I did right there? How I talked about how when I see eagles, I like glamour it up in my mind. Be very careful of doing that, okay? Be very careful of doing that. You could be very powerful at controlling energy yourself, which is why me talking about the energy healing, which by the way is constant. So if you accept, you might, it might be easier to use the restroom for the rest of the day. It's not going to be crazy. Never my intention to ever put it that way. But for somebody, if it needs to be that way for you to believe this message, that's what's going to happen. So I hope not. I really hope not. I'm being told you'll make it there. Just hurry and learn the lesson. Gosh, this kind of feels like it feels like ancestor and you know what? Yeah, the animal cards. Divine guidance, higher knowing. Yeah, this is your spirit guides. Really, they're like, they're working overtime to show you the signs, because that was the song that I got, right? Now that we've moved on past the denial of the healing and you know, maybe you don't believe in energy healing. Maybe that's why there was so much resistance there to it. But if you look at me and you look into my eyes, I'm looking at the camera, so you should be able to, it should feel like I'm looking in your eyes, right? I hope so, at least. That's my intention. Do I look like I want to do you harm? Everything we do comes back to us. Everything we think maliciously about others comes back to us. Everything. Why? Because we're energy, and what we're feeling, seeing, hearing, experiencing here in this realm stimulates our frequency. Okay? Rest easy. I feel like you may not be sleeping. Something is keeping... Some of you may be staying up, watching TV, listening to music, scrolling online or something, because whenever you turn everything off, your mind starts racing and focusing on certain things that you don't want to focus on. Sorry, I'm just noticing that it's telling me a time limit for recording. So, but we're good. So if that's the case, just, you have to, the only way, I'm getting a Ben Ja song now. He says it's a new song. I can't remember what it's called yet. I've only gotten to listen to it a couple of times because I've just been doing so much around my business. Anyways, I wish I knew more to tell you, but I can tell you, I love the song. It has a beautiful message, and it's true. Sometimes the only way you're going to make it through a storm is to go right through it. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to think that's possible, right? Like, Why do we not want to think it's possible? Because we don't want to have to do it. Would you really want to, like, purposely go into and, like, have you ever watched the movie The Perfect Storm? I wouldn't want to, like, go out and do that. I'm telling you, man, sailors, they're different. Maybe that's why mermaids are drawn to them. And unfortunately, the sirens as well. Sirens are just fallen mermaids. Set healthy boundaries for yourself, please. I've been getting it and it keeps coming up. Somebody here, you could be over drinking. It's an overindulgence energy. You could be watching a lot of corn and hanging out with Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters a lot, or playing games. I don't want to say that one. It's so stupid. Whatever, flick the bean. Whatever it is for you, fire signs, listen. You gotta feel the bad. You can't just always feel the good. The reason the bad is there for us to feel it is so that we can not only learn what causes us to get to that point, but so that we can learn how to avoid getting to that point at extremes, right? Because there's always times when we get, where life happens, that it goes and things happen unexpectedly, right? Yeah, but you got to be brave, like the lion, right? Lions could be like a type of spirit animal for you. You could feel very connected to lion energy, or lioness for the girlies. Sorry, I kicked the camera. I didn't mean to do that. I need a different setup, guys, but whatever. It works, and I love what I do. So, fire signs. Yes, be creative. Bring your ideas to life. Stop over-consuming whatever you're over-consuming, and trust that even the bad things that happen, they're happening for a reason. Please do not lose hope, okay? You could be, I feel that someone here is going to be meeting somebody that their energy, it's almost like they're going to look like a coyote specifically to you. If you don't know what a coyote looks like, here's a picture of one, but you can also look online and see whichever one resonates best with you. They do need protection in certain areas as well. So if you are like me, you can look into that in your area and hopefully help. It starts in our towns and our neighborhoods, right? That's where we can make the greatest change. And people don't always like us in our neighborhoods, so sometimes that can be difficult, right? But that's okay too. It's all a part of our learning. It's all a part, it's part of the learning curve. That one? Thank you. No. That's why I felt them both, but this one first. So, the rabbit, okay, you could have a lot of pent-up sexual energy, so maybe you've been depriving yourself a little too long and you need to go and enjoy some relief, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Don't feel guilty. You take care of you. You take care of you. Right? We're all adults here. But lucky rabbit's foot, right? They're considered to be lucky. I don't exactly know why, but I think that's kind of awful because they used to actually rabbits just for the feet, which is awful, awful, awful. Anyways, I'm glad that was stopped. Well, I'm sure it's still going, but I'm glad people don't like it as much these days, right? Do no harm. But also take no shit. Be fearless, be brave and bold, right? You are lucky. If you feel like taking a risk, this is a good time to do it. If you feel like taking on a challenge, like a marathon or, I don't know, whatever it is for you, whatever you can think of when I mention challenge, this would be a good time for that, right? Because luck is on your side and you're also spiritually by your ancestors, guides. It could even be yourself, right? That spirit animal, that energy that you embody within you. Only you know who you are. And this could be also specifically for you Leos, if you're a Leo, right? Because this is Leo, the lion. So this is very, very specific for you. All right. I hope this is helping, guys. I know I said I was going to ask specifics, but I'm kind of starting to wonder if maybe I have some sort of something, like learning something, like a learning, I guess a learning curve myself. Yeah, but, gotta wait for those available appointments so that somebody can tell you what you're already knowing yourself, right? Anyways. I said at the beginning, I said, you're in for a treat, and we just got this. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. I know some of you out there are kind of, you're like in denial right now of the messages and the signs that you're getting, but I don't care. Go ahead. Deny me all you want, because if I have a message for you and you don't listen to it, it's going to be amplified by my thoughts of love and patience and understanding and wanting you to get that wake-up call, get that exciting event, that big break, that amazing pivotal moment in your life where you turn things around, or where they magically turn around for you, whichever it may be, right? Because you never know how it's going to happen, and it will happen multiple times throughout your life, right? So there's a need to just accept. If you need to accept right now, for somebody here, you're in denial of how you like somebody, because when I shuffled my playlist, I shuffled my multiple playlists, and the playlist that it ended up landing on, that I hit shuffle on, was it's just called Dance, but it's mostly Spanish music. And the song that was the first one I did not expect it at all, because it was one that I just threw in for just a little bit of variety instead of all like really upbeat stuff. It's still upbeat, but it's a love song, right? And it's Danny Ocean, Las Estrellas, the Stars. Danny Ocean. Super cool singer. Even if you don't know Spanish, his voice can totally be appreciated. So check him out if you feel called to. Yeah, really. Yeah, I feel like you're getting a lot of signs, because this is the web weaver, synchronicities. Yeah, it almost feels like fire signs, you might be in this very like, I don't want to hear it type of energy. And I feel that you've been there for a while, but it's time to hear it, whatever it is. And these ifs need to stop. Project 46, Signs. It's an EDM song. I don't know if I mentioned that one earlier. The part specifically that stood out was, do we go left? I see no signs. Do we go right? Can't decide. Do we turn back? Do we turn back? So if that resonates for you, go listen to that song. I believe you will receive messages. Maybe watch the music video. Maybe there's something in the video that will resonate for you. There could be signs in there as well, right? What if you actually followed the signs? What if you actually listened to the signs you were seeing, hearing, feeling? What if? Who cares? What do you feel like experiencing right now? What feels light right now? And what feels heavy? This almost feels like a type of insanity. Like you keep doing the same things over and over. You're too strict. Some of you are being too strict with yourself, and you need to be a little more lax. Like, the body has needs, right? But so does the heart, and so does the mind. These vessels, they're like mech suits, right? Like Venom type deal, or Gundam, or not Transformers, because they are what they are there, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, we are energy, we are a soul, we control this vessel, but this vessel has demands of its own, and you cannot deprive it of that, because you're doing harm to who? To this vessel that also has a life like you do. This vessel has life because of the soul, but the soul gets to experience this life because of the body. Honor that. Celebrate that. Celebrate it. Celebrate how beautiful that is. And allow yourself to really be honest with yourself. I feel like you really want a victory, and I got welcome in, brother. Or welcome on in, brother. Something like that. It's either welcome in or welcome on in, brother. Like, somebody's saying that, and I'm seeing, like, it's like someone puts a hand on the shoulder, and like they're like this. Like, they put their hand on your shoulder, and they put their other hand out to shake your hand and welcome you in somewhere. And I feel like this is at nighttime, because it's like the room, the area inside is lighter than outside. So it's somewhere indoors, obviously, but I feel like it's at nighttime when you're going to this. So this could be, for some of you, this could be some sort of help group or some sort of social group. It's a social group, right? Whether it's a social group where you help each other, or if it's a social group where you go for help. It feels like it's a place of social gathering, all meeting for a common purpose. So whatever that is for you, whatever you're being called to, please do not deny how you feel. I feel like you're gonna feel like flutters when you're going in the right direction. It's gonna be flutters here, and when it's a warning, it's gonna be flutters lower down here. Okay. That's the only way I can describe it, is like flutters. And I feel like you're getting more flutters in the lower, like as warnings than anything. But for some of you very specifically here, this is flutters of like attraction that you have for somebody. Final, okay, final. You're never alone. If you feel like you need help, ask for help, right? Pray to whatever God you believe in. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. I follow my path. You follow yours. And, you know, I'm not going to try and change anybody's mind, but I will tell you what I believe. Okay? But you're never alone, right? You always have help there with you. If you haven't prayed out loud in a while, if you haven't gotten on your knees, now I'm getting Mariah Carey. You could be in the music industry. Mariah Carey has a song where she says, it's called Make It Happen, the song. It says, is it, if you get down on your knees and pray to the Lord, he's going to make it happen. Make it happen. Okay. And you had the luck card with luck being on your side that came out as well. Fire signs. So you are the if. You are what is stopping you. That was the moth card. I don't remember what it says. Where did it go? Surrender now. Surrender. Okay. I'm sorry. You see, my foot started shaking. There's a lot of lower chakra energy. Somebody here, you're really, really sexually attracted to someone, and for some reason you don't want to tell them. So I guess, guys, if this is the rest of this, I'm going to focus on this love connection. If you've already gotten the message you needed to receive and you're not interested in love for whatever reason, click off. Thank you for being here. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload a new one. I'm going to ask love specific questions from this point out. For somebody here who is feeling very attracted to somebody, my candle just went out. You don't want to admit this. You do not want to admit this. I'm getting another candle because there's something here you need to hear. One moment, fire signs. It's my last little candle, you guys. Can I make this up? Last candle. Sorry, my chair makes noise. Just get over it. It does its thing. Lighter. I don't want to use that one. I don't want to use that one either. This one. Roses. I'm seeing a rose tattoo. But there's more to it. There's more to it than, oh shoot, I forgot about that. Maybe it's like a zoom in. Maybe I'm seeing it zoomed in is what's happening. What is it about this rose? I don't know. I guess you'll know. Maybe that's all I need to say. There's something about a rose though. And specifically a rose tattoo for somebody. Okay. For some of you, or all of you who are staying, I don't know. I don't know who all stayed for this relationship tidbit, but this person makes you feel happy and excited about like everything, about life. Like it's almost like they breathe life into you. I'm seeing Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia, where he puts his blessing on the people before they go through the portal to go live from Narnia into like our world, right? You could be thinking about going to see this person. And it could be, they could have a birthday in October, very specifically for some of you. Or October is when you're planning on going, whichever one it is for you, right? Okay. Okay, you could be worried about finances about it, but you're being asked to have faith. Okay, so right now you could be, right. I feel like you've been working really hard at something career-wise or like entrepreneurial. Did I say that? I'm not going to even try it. No. Algo de negocio, whatever. And you're feeling this call towards someone and you're trying to deny yourself of that because you feel that you should be more focused on building whatever this wealth is here. But this person is that path of wealth, right? they are the money path. I feel that this union that you're being called to of getting to know somebody, right? This doesn't necessarily mean just like a relationship, right? This could be somebody that you're drawn towards getting to know better. And I feel that this coupling, right, this connection will lead you to an exponential amount of growth in that whole sector that you're stressing about. You're being asked to have faith and take a chance. You will be shown the way. Again, the signs. What if you listen to the signs, right? You've got to follow the signs. I think that's what I'm going to title this reading. I was going to call it If, because there were just so many ifs, and that was like the biggest thing written down on my notes here, right? This person, I feel that they have a very, also, either the name Mariposa or like, or it could just be just butterfly, right? Because that's what mariposa means in Spanish, is butterfly. So butterflies could be significant. And butterflies do flutter. So maybe you don't know it as a fluttering feeling when I was describing the feeling earlier, but maybe you know it as being called feeling like you've got butterflies, right? Yeah, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of signs, and you need to trust them. You are afraid of listening to your gut. Why? Thank you. Someone around you, they're not going to be successful. Somebody around you is holding you back, but it's not going to work. A change is coming. It's taking you from the caterpillar into the cocoon. It's bringing this transformation onto you. I'm getting unexpected. Be prepared to accept valid criticism, okay? This person that you're drawn to, I feel like they are going to be somebody that the reason the path is so abundant with them is because they always bring you the truth. And you're not always going to like that, but that's a you thing. That's when the mirror is directly in front of you and you've got to really look in the mirror. Yeah, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. If you really, you're going to be such... you're going to feel more relaxed within yourself, like in your own body, in your own environment, in your own mind, right? This is a great connection to have. Yeah, listen, it's somebody around you is putting stuff into your head, and it's like, I don't know if they're doing it on purpose to sabotage you. But it's like when it's time for love, it's time for love, and nobody can stop that. And for you here, if this has been resonating for you, it's time for love. And this love is going to help you grow. And this love is going to help you see the world in a whole new light that is going to just blow you away in the most beautiful ways. All right, fire signs, I hope that helped. And if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe if this resonated for you. Or if it comes true, you can decide then to come back and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.